Welcome to MS Research Australia's Research Report. I'm Dr. Hamish Campbell, and in this series we explore the research that's going on in Australia and around the world. In this episode, we meet Associate Professor Justin Rubio, who's looking at changes in DNA in individual brain cells, which have been collected by the MS Research Australia Brain Bank. He believes that there may be some hidden information in the DNA of these cells which could give us great insights into MS. This is what he had to say about his research.
We're interested in looking at DNA changes that occur in the brain cells, rather than looking at other tissues, for instance, DNA from blood, because we believe that changes that occur in the DNA during the course of nerve cells or oligodendrocytes during the course of MS, and maybe earlier on, may well tell us something about how the mechanisms underpinning progressive MS. So we believe that our research will be definitely important for helping to understand the progressive MS and the mechanisms underpinning it. And I guess one of the main rationales for the study is also to take this one step further and to use the information that we can get hold of to hopefully design new therapies and treatments for progressive MS. The quality of life aspect of the research and what we're aiming for there is if we can take our research to the next step, which is to design new treatments and therapies for either cure or treat the symptoms of progressive MS or modify the course of disease, then that will obviously benefit the quality of life of people with MS. I guess the changes in the DNA that we see as, if you like a barcode for each cell, it will tell us where the key genes are in the whole process. From that information, we can then explore the role, the function of those genes in for instance, in a petri dish, to see how those genes are actually functioning in a live situation. Once we know that, then we can maybe develop drugs to either increase the activity of the proteins that are encoded by the genes that we're studying, or suppress them. And we'll have some understanding from the biological studies of which is the right thing to do. So any drugs, essentially, they either knock something down or they try and lift something up in your system, in your physiology. We will seek to understand that genetics is the discovery bit, and then we go to the biology, and then we want to take that forward. Obviously, if it could potentially be years before we got to a medicine, if at all. It's obviously a high risk game, but it's not been done yet. So I think that's where I think this work has got some potential real scope to at least understand progressive MS at the very baseline, and then the next step up is to develop treatments. Access to the MS Research Australia Brain Bank has been absolutely crucial to our work. There's no way we could do it without that key contact and resource at our fingertips. And not only that, it's the expertise that is at the MS Research Australia Brain Bank, which is actually key for us to be able to ask the questions we want to ask.
Now that's a brief snapshot of Associate Professor Rubio's work. For more information, go to our website, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future research reports. I'm Dr. Hamish Campbell, and I'll see you next time.